Hey guys, what's up? Shay here, and I'm just gonna create a simple signature because this is one of my first signatures actually out of a few, so I'm not the greatest. I guess you could call this a beginner's tutorial. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much show you how to pen tool this first. So first you're gonna get your stock. I believe mine was here. I'll find the stock and I'll open it. Alright, so here's my stock. It's Jim from the office, and I'm just gonna drag it over into straight into Photoshop. So here's my old image. I'm just gonna put a new one in here. So I'm gonna put this one a little lower. Actually, just right here is same. Alright, now I'm gonna hide this one, and what I'm gonna do for this is I'm going to get the pen tool and zoom in, and I'm gonna slowly go around just like pretty much zoom in more. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to go just tap every little section up his whole entire body until you get to until you finally finish this area, this whole entire process of overly tapping on your keypad until you get all the way around the whole entire head, body, and yeah. So once you get there, I'll show you your next step. Alright, so I'm back, and just going to so you're gonna notice on your image that there's little like black lines from the background from the previous image. So the easiest way to get rid of this is just to get your eraser, go to your one of your normal brushes, and just get like, alright, so I'm just gonna use this like a 2 pixel, and now you're just want to slowly go around and just kind of minus out the areas that you don't want anymore to make so you're just not it doesn't show from the background. That's too much. Alright, so there you go. Now I just got all the parts I don't want anymore, just with the simple brush. So now you're going to want to minus out so you can see your image. Make sure it looks good at 100%. So now you're going to want to get some sort of pattern or a background color. So first up, let's create a background color. I'm just going to go with I'm going to go to click your layer, go to blending options, and you're going to want to head over to your gradient. I'm just going to insert a gradient background. So right now you can see it's kind of a black and white. So I'm just going to go with a since this is a kind of a light brownish, I'm going to go with a kind of a dark or a lighter, maybe even brown gray. So right about there. It's what you can see here is it's not brown. It's on the verge of going light brown. So that's what I'm going to use right now, because it kind of goes with his hair is brown, so and that it's the deepest color. So you're going to focus on that most. So you're going to want to, after you finish that, you're going to want to go over to hit OK. And now you're going to want to get a background pattern or something. What I already have a right here I have a grid. So I'm just going to click the grid. And now I have it pretty much positioned to where I want. But you can, once you get whatever you want. Oh, no, I don't want to change the background. When you get your background, your pattern, you can just pretty much put it anywhere you want. If you hit if I hit Control T right now, it's just gonna, because it's just a PSD grid. I can even just Control J and it'll duplicate my layer, and I can have it across the whole thing if I wanted to. Just like so. And I guess as of now, that's alright. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna Control J, Jim, and I'm gonna grab my right here, your smudge tool, and I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, and I'm gonna zoom back in, and I'm just gonna get the outsides of his shirt just to kind of just not too much, and then you're just gonna go around the whole entire pic. I don't really want the arms, the head, so just the whole entire body. Alright, so I'm not going to focus on the head right now. So now I'm going to drag this layer down below so you can still focus mainly on that back part. Right here, it's too, see, notice right here it's a little too white, so you're going to want to go to that layer. So it's this layer right here, and you're going to grab the, I'm just going to grab the blur because it's easy, and I'm just going to make it smaller, and you're going to just go across and just kind of fades that whole section right here, this white line. Just all around the image, kind of deletes that white line so it'll blend it with the back. So now you got that. So you're going to want to go back to your image that you, here I'll show you, the image that you pretty much blurred out, smudged, and you're going to change the opacity. I'm just going to change it way down to 56. You don't, it doesn't have to be exactly 60. So now you can kind of see the outline, and it kind of goes over the grid. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to a site called Planet Renders. I showed it in previous tutorials, but I'll show you again. So this is that's the image I will be using. But here we are, planetrenders.net. You have to make sure you type .net. I mess up all the time saying .com. But you're going to want to go here, and you're going to see this image. And what it is a render, and it has no background. So you're going to click that, and you're going to want to drag it into your image. No, you're going to actually, because if you drag it into your image, it's going to show a black background. So you're going to have to save file. I've already saved this exact image onto my computer already, so I've already inserted it. But what you're going to do is you're going to go File, and Open, and you're going to find your image, and then you're going to grab this drag tool and just hit Window, Arrange, Cascade. And so see, here's the image I had before. I can drag it in. It's pretty simple. You just have to drag that image in, and now it kind of goes with my whole grid look. So now I'm going to view my full image, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole entire image. Oh, not that. Here it is. So that's the image. So the layers is, if you haven't understood the layers, you probably shouldn't be watching this tutorial. You're probably lost right now. But if you are this far, the layers is how far back. The more, just think of it as a book. You have papers down, and whichever one's above is going to be shown. So I'm going to drag this layer 4, here I'll call it my abstract. I'll call it my render 1. So yeah, I know where it is. So now I'm going to hit Control T, and I'm going to kind of minus this out because it's way too big right now. And alright, and most people, like, they don't understand, like, like in Microsoft Word, when you zoom this, it stays even. But in this, they don't care. They just go, it can go small, it can go large. So what you have to do, here I gotta cancel this real quick so it doesn't save. What you have to do is hit Control T and hold Shift while you're minusing your pic, so it stays even. The dimensions of the picture stay even. And then you can drag it back up. And I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Right about there. Now let's zoom in. Alright, so that looks kind of good. It kind of looks like it's kind of going through the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something right here, and I'm going to Control J, which duplicates the layer. I'm going to hit Control T. I'm going to hit Flip Horizontal, so it's going to flip it horizontally. And I'm going to set this image behind it. Hit Enter. I'm going to set this image behind that, so it kind of gives it multiple views of the picture.